Hi, my name is Ashley. My YouTube channel is Alaska Urban Hippie, and I was contacted by Rain Country YouTube channel. They're putting together this awesome Chicken Mania YouTube series so that chicken keepers all over the country can post videos about how they keep chickens. So anyway, I'm just going to give you an overview about how I keep my chickens, and but if you have any questions, if you wanted to get more into the details about anything that I'm talking about, please feel free to leave me a comment below the video. Anyway, let's get started. We have a visitor. Hey girl! This is Jane. She's definitely the friendliest chicken, and she has to be involved in everything. Oh, I should start by saying I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. And I'm in the city, so keep in mind what works for me living in a city lot in Alaska may or may not work for everybody else. So this big piece of plastic that leans up against their run, my husband put that there over the winter because we were getting big piles of snow just covering their whole run area. That worked really, really well. And we're still throwing around ideas of how to make it a little bit more permanent. We actually built our coop around a couple trees. So the trees have been a really good source of weather cover, and the coop has been like this for about 2.5 years, and we haven't had any issues so far with it. We have a little self feeder, so you just put the food in the top and then it gravity feeds to the bottom. For water, we have this bucket. It's I think it's a 3-gallon bucket, and it has an electric plug-in. So in the winter, we're able to plug this in, and then whenever it gets freezing temperatures, the bucket turns on and heats just enough to keep it so that it doesn't freeze. So our coop is considered a raised coop because it's off the ground. You can see there's a little ladder to get to it, and we put this cute little sliding window in so that just based on the temperature we can give them more or less airflow. So that's been nice also. I'll take you inside of the coop now. Hey girls, what are you doing? So this is called scratching. It's so funny just to watch them do this, but they just scratch around with their little feet, and then they check the spot immediately for bugs or good things to eat. This is just a pile of wood chips that I have on deck. I found a landscaping company in town that does tree removal, and if you want free wood chips from them, they offer that. So my husband actually built this coop, and I think it looks awesome. We've been really happy with the design. When he built it, he actually looked at my height, because I'm pretty tall, and so he matched it so that, hopefully you can see this okay, he matched it so that it was pretty much like waist level with me, so that when I was cleaning it, what I do now is I just open this up. I open it up, I lift up the kickboard, and then I just scrape everything directly into a wheelbarrow. We lined it with, this is actually just old linoleum from, or not old linoleum, but extra leftover linoleum from our upstairs bathroom. We do have a light in there. It's not for heat, it's just for light. Our winters get really dark, so if we want eggs in the winter, we have to give them some artificial light. Otherwise, they stop laying eggs entirely. We've got some noise. It's laying time right now, and I have 9 chickens, 3 nest boxes, which is, 3 chickens per box, which is about average. But they always have the favorite box. So when the favorite box is occupied, everyone else gets very upset. She's been in there for a while. Hurry it up, lady. Other chickens say you're taking too long. Another thing that we thought about was how we're going to collect the eggs, because I didn't want to have to bend over. So we did the raised box. And then for the roof, we actually used recycled shingles. Bedding, I kind of use whatever I have available that's free. Like right now, the Coop and the Run have wood chips in them because, I mean, I was able to find wood chips for free. All winter, we were actually using old recycled birch leaves. So last fall, after all the leaves fell and dried, I raked them all up, put them in trash bags, and then stored them away in a shed. And then throughout the winter, whenever the coop started to get kind of gross and mucky, I would just throw down another bag of those dried birch leaves, and that worked awesome. Oh, so we do have a cover over our top, and when we first built this, it was our first time with chickens ever, and we were like, the trees are giving a pretty good cover. You know, we've got the evergreens over top. So we figured between the cover of the evergreens and then just the height of the side of the run, the chickens would be fine. But then every once in a while in the morning when we come out here, there would be a chicken like running around loose around the yard. How the heck did you get out? We finally figured it out. What the chickens were doing every night, they were climbing up their little walkway and they were jumping from the top of their ladder to right here that didn't used to be covered, and then they were sleeping in the trees at night. And then first thing in the morning they would jump back down into the run area, but every once in a while one of them would jump down on the wrong side and then they would be trapped. And they were so pathetic in the morning when they wanted to get back inside and be with all of their friends. So anyway, we put the cover over the run, and so we don't have tree sleepers anymore. But it was pretty funny the first time we came out and we just saw all these little chubby chickens perched up, 9 chubby chickens perched up in this tiny little evergreen. So I do let my chickens free range or free roam or whatever you want to call it. I let them run around the yard for the most part. I just keep their door propped open, and that allows them access to their nesting box and to their water and their food all day. And then as long as I keep this door propped open, at night when it gets dark out, they actually just find their own way back. They know that that's their house and that's where they want to sleep. They actually want to go in their coop and roost at night. So I just make sure that I give them access to it, and they put themselves away to bed, and then I just come back after dark and close up the door just to make sure that nothing gets in there at night. All right, well, I think that was a really big picture overview on how I keep chickens. I talked about a few quirks about living in Alaska, like we have to have the heated water bucket for the winter. Also having some sort of like a snow block if your run is going to be exposed to some wind and snow. That might be helpful. But if you have any specific questions, again, please feel free to just leave me a comment below the video. And thank you so much again to Rain Country for coordinating this collaboration. And I hope that you all find your way to the playlist, and I hope it's helpful for everybody. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks.